breaking news. We'll be performing a live version of the Quiz Pod at the Soundwave Summit in Toronto on the 6th of June. So if you're in the area, you're free on the evening of the 6th of June and you love podcasts, come along to the Soundwave Summit. The link is in the show notes. Roll the drums. Hello and welcome to Quiz Coconut's Quickfire Quiz Pod with me, James Cutler. In 2014, I launched Quiz Coconut and we've since hosted over 2,000 pub quiz nights. Each episode, I pick 10 of our best questions so you can improve your general knowledge, boost your brain power and learn some useful and useless facts. Answers will be revealed at the end of the episode and there's one rule: don't use Google.
Use your coconut!
Welcome back, QuizPod fans. We have another episode for you. 10 questions, 15 points. There's no waffle. We're straight into it. Question 1. What do you call the practice of trapping someone under a duvet and releasing a fart? If you are listening to the QuizPod for the first time, yes, this is the life-changing, essential knowledge that you need in your life. Number 2. According to recent statistics, the average North American household spends 10 minutes each day deciding what? Number 3. Multiple choice here. A cow-bison hybrid is known as what? Is it a cowson, a mooson, or a beefalo? Okay, question 4 is a question about wine. I would like you to name the top 3 wine-producing countries in the world. And this is by the volume of wine that they make. I will give you a point for each one that you get right, but if you get the order correct, I'll give you a bonus. Number 5. Which artist painted a series of collages in the 1950s called Blue Nudes? Okay, number 6, I'm going to give you the names of 3 well-known singers of bands. Tell me the bands that they're famous for fronting. And they're in chronological order as well, so we're going furthest back, and the first one is Ray Davies. And then a little bit later, Ann Wilson. And then a little bit later, Zach De La Rocca. Ray Davies, Ann Wilson and Zach De La Rocca for 1 point each named the well-known bands. If you need more time with any of this, just pause the pod. Number 7. What term is given to the east to west prevailing winds in the Atlantic from Africa to the Caribbean? And number 8. Which is the only volcano on the European mainland to have erupted in the last 100 years. So by mainland, we're obviously not including Iceland. Number 9. A famous experiment at Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam, hopefully I'm saying that right, found that they made a modification to urinals there and it decreased spillage by 80%. What was that modification? Finally, number 10, our nerdiest question is, what is the name of the nearest galaxy to us outside the Milky Way? Pause the pod if you need any more time with anything, or leave it playing for today's bad joke.
This is today's bad joke.
My friend got a Star Wars tattoo on his forehead. You should see the look on his face.
That was today's bad joke.
Before the answers, just to let you know of a new feature.
Where on earth is the most remote listener?
¿Dónde diablos está el oyente más remoto?
Where on earth is the most remote listener?
We have listeners all over the world, which led me to believe that I'd like to find our most remote listener. If you think that's you, contact the show. I'd love to send some Quiz Coconut merch to the person in the most remote location who listens to us regularly. Get in touch with the show. You can email James at quizcoconut.co.uk or find us online. Here come the answers, folks. 15 points available. Let's see how you do. Number 1. Trapping a fart under the duvet is a Dutch oven. Number 2. The average North American household spends 10 minutes deciding what they want to watch on their streaming service. Now they can actually work it out to the minute. Number 3. A cow-bison hybrid is a beefalo, sometimes known as a catalo. Number 4, the top wine-producing countries. This is according to 2022 figures from the International Organisation of Vine and Wine. Italy is first, followed by France, followed by Spain. So 1 point for each of those, and a further point if you got those 3 in the correct order. Number 5, Henri Matisse painted the Blue Nudes. Number 6, the front people for a point each. Ray Davies fronted The Kinks. Ann Wilson was the lead singer with Heart, and Zach De La Rocca is the lead singer with Rage Against the Machine. Number 7, those winds going from Africa to the Caribbean are known as the trade winds. Number 8, the only volcano to erupt in the European mainland the last 100 years is Mount Vesuvius, last erupted in 1944. Number 8, the modification to the urinals was a fly. By etching a fly or any image into the porcelain, it gamified the whole experience and reduced the spillage by 80%. It was an experiment back in the 90s, and it was actually thought of by one of the cleaners. And finally, question 10, our nearest galaxy outside of the Milky Way to us is Andromeda, which can be seen with the naked eye and is about 2 million light years away. So, folks, some interesting stuff in there today. We learned about Dutch ovens, galaxies, urinals, lots of other things. Thanks for spending 10 minutes with me. We will be back next week. Bye! If you enjoyed today's quiz, why not book us for your next event? We host corporate events in the UK and Canada and virtual events all over the world. And don't forget to subscribe to the Quiz Pod so you never miss an episode. We'll see you next week. Quiz Coconut, nuts about trivia.